Gophers and the Cougars, respectively. Minnesota from left to right wearing gold. Chicago State from right to left wearing green. Vaihola wins the opening tip back to Willis, and we are underway from Minneapolis. Asuma looking to key the offense early. Willis, right wing side. Back up top, Willis, 8 to shoot. Crocker Johnson from deep. Came up well short that time, and the rebound is corralled by Braylon Bush.
You can tell right away, Chicago State all over the place defensively. They're going to play hard, they're going to play tough, and they're going to try to make things a little dirty out here today.
Tankersley at the top of the key. Cox gives it for the 5'9" Braylon Bush. Gibson, tough mid-range, Cash.
Athletic looking play there. Cade Tyson not tight enough on the defense. Great shot there from Gibson.
Chicago State has our game's first lead. Tyson looking for the answer. He's doubled. Crocker Johnson steps into another three. It's pure.
Yeah, pretty play there. There's Cade Tyson just playing off 2 feet, right? Coming to a jump stop, being athletic, reverse pivot, and then find the open man. That kind of action is going to be open all night tonight.
Crocker Johnson has not shot the ball tremendously well from three. He's 2 of 14 so far this season, but he hit a big one against Green Bay. And Coach Medved had the utmost confidence in Crocker Johnson going forward, a guy who shot 41% from three in conference play a season ago. Shot clock at 5. Gibson gives it up for Tankersley, another tough midi, and the rebound pulled down by Willis. Asuma thought about the three. Nice play inside for Johnson, who lost the handle, and Cox will spur the offense back the other way. 2 minutes gone. Tankersley for Cox, sizing up Vaihola. Too strong that time, and Robert will pull down the board. The ball belongs to Asuma. Team assist leader with 5.3 a game, and he's had some consistent scoring as well with 8 or more points in all 4. Tyson leaning in, and again, he will head to the free throw line.
Yeah, great job there from Cade Tyson, slowing things down. You're going to see tonight, Minnesota's going to want to push the ball in transition. They want to get out and attack. Cade Tyson finding himself an opportunity at the foul line.
79.5% on the season for Tyson. 11 or more attempts in 3 out of the 4 games. And the first one is good. If you take away Tyson's 10 of 14 performance at the line against Green Bay, the team shot 10 of 25 for a 40% clip.
Yeah, that's just not going to do it in any type of play, regardless if you're playing the worst team in the country, if you're playing the best team in the country. You got to go to the foul stripe, and you got to make them.
We talked to Nico about free throws, and he said, well, they're kind of a mixed bag because you don't want to rub it in a guy's face if he's not performing well at the line. It's just kind of something that ebbs and flows throughout the season.
Yeah, that's right. It's the responsibility of a coach to know his players, to understand their tendencies, understand their personalities. Some guys maybe need to hear it, and some guys maybe not. Don't need to be told anything.
Tankersley with it for Chicago State. They're 0-4 on the year, dropping the opener to DePaul by 30, followed up with losses against St. Louis and Butler before dropping a tight one against UIC in their home opener. Shot clock at 4. Bush to the corner, tough look, and he missed it all that time. Shot clock violation, stifling Gopher defense here early.
Yeah, I really like this early start from Minnesota. They're all over the place defensively, but they're not out of sorts. They're playing within themselves, they're playing tough, they're playing difficult, and they're forcing shots like that. That's a winning recipe. Minnesota
3-1 on the young season. 27-point win over Gardner-Webb in the opener. A big one over Alcorn State, that one 95-50 as we get a foul underneath. And looks like it'll go against Cox as he was getting physical with Vaihola in the post. Then they followed that up going at Missouri. Again, we talked about it. Tight first half.
Yeah.
Missouri really pulled away in the second and then coming back for that overtime win over Green Bay.
Yeah, tough one too there in Missouri. 8-point possession for Missouri. It's hard to respond from type of stuff like that.
Asuma. Too strong on the 3. Ball batted out. Willis goes colliding into a man. That was Tankersley, and it'll be Marcus who's whistled for the foul. Ball will stay with Minnesota.
Yeah, you can tell here Chauncey Willis Jr. just trying to make a play. Tankersley making the same play. A little incidental contact. That one's going to hurt tomorrow, though, I'll tell you.
But again, Minnesota getting active on the offensive glass. It's won them so many extra possessions in the first 4 games, and they're getting after it again here. Willis drives. Tyson 3-ball. That one's off. Again, Vaihola going to work for it, and the ball will stay here as it's batted out by a Cougar.
Unselfish nature there. Chauncey Willis Jr. has the lane. Probably could have laid one up over the generous 5'9" height there of the defender in Cox, but decides to pass it out to Cade Tyson. Open 3. That's a great look for him to get this night started.
Yeah, Minnesota's done a nice job passing up good shots for great ones as Asma gets another open 3, and this time he cashes in.
Yeah, great for him to see one go down early. He did the same at Missouri. Just breeds confidence when you see the ball go in the hoop early.
3-ball on the other end. Gibson missed the rim that time. It clanks off the backboard into the hands of Crocker Johnson. Give and go with Asma. Johnson down the lane, and he's fouled. Crocker Johnson doing a nice job rim running there. He's had a double-double in 3 out of the first 4 games. Already hitting the glass hard tonight. And he'll earn a trip to the line.
This is all set up by Isaac Asama right here. Right when he grabs the rebound, his eyes are up, and he's looking for what's going on. He's got guys running. He sees Crocker Johnson trailing him, so he flips it back to him and lets him get to his left hand, his strong hand.
First free throw good for Crocker Johnson. 81.3% on the year. Hasn't shot a free throw in the last 2 games. Good to see him getting to the line early. And we have our game's first substitution as Langston Reynolds will check in for Willis Jr.
Yeah, Langston, a guy seemingly going to be the 6th man of this team. I asked him what he thought about kind of being the 6th man. He's been a starter in the past. He just wants to help this team win. He wants to impact winning in whatever way he can.
No starts for Reynolds, but he's averaging 23 minutes a game, so most definitely an integral rotation piece as Crocker Johnson's first trip to the free throw line is a perfect one, and Minnesota has an 8-point early lead. Tankersley drives. Nice finish through contact there. Over 4 minutes gone now. Minnesota by a half dozen. Crocker Johnson inside Asama. Nice pass off the back cut.
Great feed, Jalen Crocker Johnson. When you have a big man that has the ability to make those kind of passes, it opens up so many things for your offense. And then credit to Isaac Asama. Great cut there.
Here's Byard. Tankersley. Drives right side, gives it up for Cox with 8 to shoot. He'll back down Reynolds. Twisting and turning in the post, up for Bush. They're gonna have to get a shot off here, and there's a travel. Suffocating Gopher defense will take us to our first break.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Season. Things weren't going their way for much of the game, but the fact that they still battled through as just a whirling dervish. Reynolds gathers the carom, goes to the rim, and is fouled. Chaotic play from start to finish, and Reynolds will cap it off with a trip to the charity stripe.
Yeah, Langston Reynolds, active hands, getting steals, pushing it in transition, had the 2-on-1 opportunity. Like my dad always said, if no one stops you, either get a hoop or get a whistle. He didn't get the hoop, but he got the whistle, and he's going to the line for 2.
Reynolds to the line, 42.9% on the year. Of course, a small sample, 6 of 14, and his struggles continue, make it 6 of 15. Reynolds, though, he definitely brings a slashing element to this Gopher team that has not always been around the last couple of years. He can really put his head down and hunt contact as the back end of 2 will go. And checking back in for the Cougars is Braylon Bush.
Yeah, speaking on Reynolds, he was a 41% three-point shooter just a year ago at Northern Colorado, but only on 1.3 attempts per game. So it's not a big kind of load of three-point attempts, but he takes quality ones, and he usually makes them.
Bush with it, and he gives it up for Tankersley. 2 years at Detroit Mercy, last season at Alcorn, and now coming over to be a Cougar. Bush. Skies high, rebound ping-pongs around. Grove pulls it down. Looking for an outlet, gives it up for Reynolds, who fights off the attacking Bush. Willis had it, and he walked. Traveling violation. It'll go back to the boys in green.
There's the example of the pressure, right? One thing I don't want to see, Cade Tyson, he's leaking out. He's all the way down at the other side of the court. You got to come help your guards. You're a wing. You got to flash to the middle. Give your guards a little relief.
Despite the aggressive nature of their defense, Chicago State is negative in the turnover margin so far this season. And again, Minnesota, a team that prides themselves on taking care of the basketball, weren't able to do so that time. Larvadan to the rack, through contact, no call, and Grove has the board. Tyson for Willis. Kai Shinholster into the game to play his first minutes.
Yeah, and right away he got a shiner on the nose right there. Trying to shake off some of those tears in the eyes. Goodness gracious.
He didn't appear against Green Bay. Nice cut from Tyson. And that'll prompt a timeout from Coach Bussey. Didn't like what he saw there as the interior defense broke down. You mentioned the Ken Pom. Coming into tonight, they were ranked 361st out of 365 Division I teams, so the 5th worst team in the nation by that metric. And again, you talked about continuity. This is a team really mixing and matching some of their rotations early. Crocker Johnson is mauled inside. And already that's going to put Minnesota in the bonus. We're not even halfway into the first half.
Yeah, there's not a lot of discipline here defensively from Chicago State, but I think that's kind of their style. They want to run around, like you mentioned, they're the 5th worst team in the country, so they have to find ways to make things work, and that's going to take energy, that's going to take toughness, and it's going to take little plays like this. But if you're Minnesota, you stay composed, you stay calm, you stay collected, you're going to go to the free throw line. 10 minutes left to go in this half, already in the bonus.
Crocker Johnson back to the line. This is the 5th matchup in program history. Minnesota has hosted and won all 4. Most recently in 2022, but dating back as far as 1989. Crocker Johnson, the front end of a 1-and-1, is pure.
Great start from the line here in Minneapolis. Gophers 5 of 6. 6 to 7 make that now. All the kids are going crazy at home.
And that one swirls around and goes down. Crocker Johnson has 7 to match a game high with Cade Tyson. 14-point Minnesota lead. Cougars gonna have to string some buckets together if they want to keep this one tight. Larvadan up for Bush. Jump pass back for Larvadan into the paint. Good contest from Shinholster, but a better shot from Larvadan.
Yeah, great dribble drive situation right there. That all starts from Bush, creating the lane, creating the seam, then a great shot from Larvadan.
Vaihola top of the key. Asuma surveys, floater in and out. Vaihola pulls it down, can't get it to go. Ball rattles around, good save from Ray, but Minnesota ends up with it. Crocker Johnson into the paint. Too short, and finally the Cougars able to get out in transition. Chicago State struggling to get anything going in the paint. Of course, they are undersized. Nice move there from Larvadan, finishing around Vaihola.
Yeah, mismatch on the big. You got a 5 on, you got a point guard, and you got to find a way to move your feet. Great quickness there from Larvadan to the rim.
Gopher lead back down to 10, under 9 to go. Tyson off the screen, steps into a 3. All day long for Cade Tyson. He's in double figures.
Absolutely. I love that set from Nico Medved. They're pressing so hard. They're trailing everything on the screens. They're not whipping under. So what we're going to do, we're going to set a pin down, and we're going to come off that thing ready to shoot.
Tyson getting it done from 3 early as we have a blow-by and a slam from Owens. Coach Medved doesn't like it, and he takes a timeout.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Need threes, keep shooting them, but find ways to get in the paint and draw fouls.
Still just 2 team fouls for Minnesota. Chicago State has 8. Minnesota still in the single bonus. Tankersley looking to do it again. Got some contact, and that will be the first trip to the line for Chicago State tonight.
Yeah, Tankersley doing what he did best. Talked about it here in the opening, and see him just getting downhill, getting the switch on Langston Reynolds, finding that contact. Yeah, he kind of faded away a little bit. I'd like to see him get to the rim, but nonetheless at the charity stripe.
First free throw good for Tankersley. Came in shooting 70% on 5 attempts a game at the line. Just under 80% last season at Alcorn. He has a long history of being really good at cashing in from the foul line. And it's a perfect trip. The Minnesota lead down to 5. We'll get a whistle and a substitution as Byard checks back in. Now, Parker, what's going to have to change for Minnesota to kind of get in some kind of rhythm here flowing into the halftime break?
Well, I think it starts on the defensive end, getting stops. You don't allow Chicago State to set up in what we exactly see right here, the man-to-man press. They're doing all different types of things. We've seen a 1-2-2 press. We've seen a 2-3 zone. But when you don't get stops and you allow them to score, they can set up their defense. It's something Nico Medved highlighted in the pregame talk.
Tyson for Vaihola. One more time, Reynolds. Asima, 4 to shoot. Nothing doing for Minnesota. Reynolds, corner 3, and he left it short. Cougars with the board. 2-score game. Chauncey Gibson with it. Tankersley. Bush into the post. Byard. Step back 3, left it short. And the rebound corralled by Reynolds. Asima finds Tyson. And Minnesota hasn't really been able to get out with any kind of pace, too. The fast break game has mostly been non-existent.
Yeah, it has. And you got to give Chicago State a little credit to that as well, as Asima lifts for 3 off the mark.
And Chicago State will slow things down. Low scoring affair, 29-24, 2:20 to go. The Green Bay game low scoring as well. It was a 27-23 Green Bay lead at the break. 5 to shoot. Tankersley going to work on Tyson, draws the foul, and he'll head back to the free throw line.
Yeah, pretty good piece of defending there from Cade Tyson. I'd like to see the replay back here. But nonetheless, you got to find ways to defend without fouling. Yeah, there it is. Great call. Hand goes forward, reaches over. If you just stay vertical, if you put your hand straight in the air, it's never going to be called a foul. But Cade Tyson swipes that hand down, gets Tankersley on the wrist, and he's back to the line where he missed there, but he's been good tonight, and he's been good throughout his career.
Now, it's worth noting that was the second personal for Tyson, so he's subbed out. We'll guess he'll sit for the final 124 seconds of this half. He's replaced by Crocker Johnson. And his 7 make him now the highest scoring player for the Gophers on the floor. An empty trip to the line.
If you're Minnesota here, you're trying to figure out where do we go with this ball. 2 minutes left in this ball game. No Cade Tyson for presumably the rest of the first half. We have to find ways to manufacture some offense.
Vaihola for Durkin. Return thrown out of bounds. No, it's picked up by Ray. I thought he'd let it go. And it's Bush now near his own bench. Coach Bussey barking out the play. Bush with it. He's got 2, feeds it in. Ray going to work, left it strong. Loose ball is held, jump ball. Oh, it's Bush using all 5'9" of his frame. Byard. Crocker Johnson pulls it down. Reynolds, corner 3, Durkin. In and out. Vaihola fouled on the rebound. And with Minnesota still in the bonus, he will shoot.
Yeah, Bobby Durkin, another 3-point attempt from the corner. Just really looks good coming off his hands, but He just can't buy one right now. Big credit to Robert Vaihola right there. Minute left in this half. You got to push through. He runs the court, gets himself wedge rebounding position. He's not a type of guy that's going to go tip slam that home. He's trying to find his position. We call that wedge style rebounding, and that earns himself a chance at the stripe. Sorry.
No worries at all as Vaihola knocks it down. 45% free throw shooter coming in. Foul trouble against Green Bay resulted in Minnesota kind of playing small ball for a lot of the contest. Not to say that they don't play small ball normally. And would you look at that, it's a perfect trip to the line.
That's got to feel good for Robert Vaihola. Seeing both of those go in gives himself some confidence going into the second half.
Final minute of play in the first half from Williams Arena. The 5th matchup in program history between Minnesota and Chicago State. Nice move on the step back, but Vaihola's there for the board. Minnesota with a chance to go 2 for 1. Got to get a look up quick if they want it. Osma gets it back. Drives the lane, stripped out of bounds. There was some contact there, but the ball will stay with the Golden Gophers. 31.5 to go.
Yeah, great hands defensively here from a couple guys in green. You got to love the quick hands trying to get a little steal. If you're Isaac Osama, you got to be stronger with that thing. When you're going to attack gaps, especially in the Big Ten, so many long, strong defenders, you have to find a way to protect the ball, get to 2 feet, and then go make a play. Be a facilitator.
Osama, high pass Vaihola. Durkin will drive. Pulls it back out. Osama working down low, return for Durkin. His three-pointer, still can't find it. Reynolds pulls down the board, left it short, out of bounds, and it'll stay here. 14 ticks to go and the shot clock is off.
Yeah, you know what? I love that from Bobby Durkin. You're a three-point shooter. You're a 40+% three-point shooter. Let that thing fly when you're open because it's what you do best. Cade Tyson subbing in with his 2 fouls here. Only 14 seconds left in the half. No shot clock on, so seemingly going for 1 shot.
Durkin 0 of 5 from downtown tonight. Just has struggled to find that stroke that made him so good at Davidson over the last couple of years. Final possession of the first half. Reynolds. Tyson, good if it goes. Oh, it rattles out, and that will take us to the break. Gibson's got it. Tankersley. Now Chicago State, you wonder if they're going to try to lean into a little bit more perimeter play as that one's intercepted. Willis drops it off. Tyson!
Ask and you shall receive. Chauncey Willis Jr. in the passing lane with the steal. And the no-look pass to Tyson for the slam.
Exclamation point to start the second half for Minnesota. Down on the other end, it's Gibson drawing contact in the lane, and it'll be free throws number 5 and 6 for Chicago State.
Yeah, initial action, great stuff from Chicago State. Side ball screen action. The Gophers don't guard it well enough. As we get a look right here, Cade Tyson, bug on a windshield on the ball screen. Anytime that happens, you give the ball handler the advantage getting downhill. Earns himself an opportunity at the line.
And that's 3 fouls for Tyson, so it looks like they're going to go to Reynolds off the bench. That's a tough way to start the second half. Tyson's been the go-to guy on offense all year, and he's kind of been the one guy with a little bit of flow tonight. Him and his 14 points will take a seat.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there for Nico Medved, kind of in a game where it's you want to keep him in because he's your offensive guy, but at the same time, you got to protect his fouls.
0 for 2 at the line, but an offensive board and new life for the Cougars. Gibson left wing. Tankersley, his 10, leading the way for Chicago State. There's a 3-point try, and there's the first make of the evening from downtown. It's Gibson.
Yeah, great action there. Chauncey Gibson, the junior from Dallas, Texas, circling up. Only played 6 games a year ago at Prairie View A&M. He's healthy now, and he's back in this lineup here for Chicago State.
Willis with it. Crocker Johnson steps into a three, and there's an answer for the Golden Gophers.
Yeah, there's a guy where Nico Medved, he's confident in Jalen Crocker Johnson's three-point shooting ability, wants to see him continue to shoot it.
And he's got a rejection on the other end. Crocker Johnson getting it done on both ends. Willis tripped up. Reynolds, Asama, nice cut, and a finger roll finish.
Yeah, pretty stuff there. Isaac Asama, that's what it's all about. You set your defender up, you set your cut up, and you back cut. You put your fist up in the air that identifies a back cut, and then finish at the rim. I want to see him dunk one, though.
Do you think he's got the hops in him? Have you seen that from him in behind the scenes?
I've played with him for just last year, and he definitely has the ability. I won't dog on him too much. It's not a great leaping ability, but he could definitely get up there and flush one down when he's feeling it. He earns the foul here on the other side of the ball.
All 6'3" of Asama. Yeah, that's his second. Another guy to keep an eye on. Vihol, the only one with 3 or more, as good heady play there from Byard to throw it off Vihol, and the possession will stay with the boys in green.
Little game of hot potato there from Vihola and Cox. Vihola with a pretty good play there, throwing it off the leg of Cox, throwing it off the leg of Vihola.
The smallest guy on the court will be the one to inbound it. Braylon Bush at just 5'9". He'll go over the top. Tankersley into the backcourt to retrieve. 2 minutes gone in our second half. The Gopher lead back up to double digits. They're up by 11. Bush, step back 3. He got it.
Wow, great separation. When you're 5'9", you have to create separation, and Bush does it right there, knocking down the huge triple.
Chicago State coming out of the break, 2 of 2 from three-point land. And the Gopher lead is 8. Willis finds Reynolds. Asama at the baseline. Reynolds back for Willis. 5 to shoot. Drives. Step back, left it long, and Gibson pulls down the board. Bush will slow things down. Hesitation off the screen. To the right baseline and back up high, Gibson. Cox dribble handoff, Tankersley. Gets downhill, missed it all. Loose ball, Willis the first one there. Tankersley recovers and lays it home.
Yeah, just an unfortunate one there for Minnesota. You got to credit the hustle from Chauncey Willis Jr. getting on the floor. But then if you're on the floor, you got to be so confident with that basketball. You'd rather have a jump ball or call a quick timeout versus a turnover that leads to an easy 2. So that's something Chauncey Willis Jr. is going to see in the film, is I either got to take a timeout there or I got to be certain about that pass, as Tankersley intercepts it and gets himself an easy 2.
I saw some movement out of the corner of my eye. I do think Medved tried to get one off there to save his team a possession and ultimately a couple of points, but the request not granted. Asama will step into an open 3, and that one will pop out. 2-possession game. Chicago State hanging tough. Bush, drive to the rack. Almost banked that one off the shot clock, and it goes out of bounds. Gophers will take possession. When you're 5'9", you got to find a way to create an angle, and Bush got that one about as high up off the backboard as you possibly can.
Yeah, you certainly do. I think 5'9" is a generous number there for Bush as well, but he's been awesome tonight. It's truly an energy, a spark plug for this Cougars team.
And they can't get it in off the inbound, so Minnesota will burn a timeout.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
A little bit of that myself, probably a little too much.
Bobby Durkin back out there. Grayson Grove checks in as well, as Vihola and Crocker Johnson will take a rest. 12 to play. Gophers by 3. Tyson into the paint. Off of 1. And now Chicago State has a chance to tie this game.
Yeah, that's right. This is an offense and Minnesota, where do you go here? No Jalen Crocker-Johnson, no Robert Vaihola. Yeah, Cade Tyson's back on the floor, but it's a team effort.
Ray with a beautiful spinning touch, and the lead is 1.
Sort of a strength mismatch there on Cade Tyson as he walked him down, put him in the blender.
Again, this Williams Arena crowd uneasy once again. Early in the second half, Minnesota able to bump the lead back up to 11. Now it's been slashed to just 1. We get a foul here. It'll be sideline out of bounds. 3rd team foul for Chicago State. Doing a better job avoiding foul trouble here in the second half.
Yeah, they are, and that's something that they can use to their advantage now. Crank up the physicality a little bit.
Tyson lost it. The Cougars back. Bush slashes across and pulls it back out. To his right hand, and he gives it up. Cox backing down Tyson to the rim, tripped up, put back attempt too strong. Durkin has it, and it'll be Asama. Chicago State a bounce away from taking just their 2nd lead. They led for 20 seconds on the first possession of the game.
Yeah, and 2 really good looks right there. I don't know how that putback didn't go in. There's a foul here.
Asama fouled by Daniel Zatsipen. His first time in this contest. 6'4" junior out of Moscow, Russia.
Wow.
The basketball hotbed that is Moscow, Russia.
More like a KHL type of name. Should have a helmet on and dropping the gloves in Moscow, but he's out here on the hardwood.
He was at East Central Community College for a couple of years. And now getting his first minutes here in Minnesota. Grove with it. Handoff Asama. On the baseline, turned over. Robinson has it. Larvadan, 3-ball. That one rattles around off the miss, out of bounds, last touch by Minnesota. Pair of subs. Willis and Crocker-Johnson back in for Reynolds and Grove. Chicago State answers with 3 as Tankersley, Byard, and Bush all check back in after a very quick breather.
Yeah, both teams going back to their starters now, understand how important this next 2 minutes is into the 8-minute media timeout. Opportunity to take the lead.
Gibson corner 3. Tyson bats it, keeps it alive, and it's Willis. Asama into the paint. Finds a trailing Tyson. He'll look to get downhill to the rim through contact, no call. Byard pulls down the board. Minnesota has not scored for the last 3+. Over their last 4 from the field, as is Chicago State.
Yeah,
Gopher fans getting behind their defense. Byard up against Crocker-Johnson. Midi, too short. Asama with the board. Durkin, extra pass, Tyson, 3-ball. In and out.
Yeah, Gophers seemingly cannot buy a bucket. Just 2 for their last 11 from the floor.
Bush thought about a deep 3. Shot that from St. Paul, but he thinks the wiser of it. They'll set up their offense. Bush. Tankersley. Byard. Midi. Got it. And Chicago State has a second half lead.
Yeah, great shot there. Patience. 7-0 run for the Cougars over the last 3:25.
5-on-5 crime there. Gibson whistled for the reach on Crocker-Johnson. First personal, 5th team. And there is certainly an uneasy feeling here at the barn.
Yeah, as we see here, Chauncey Willis Jr. trying to set up the offense, and a clear slap down foul from Gibson. Gophers scoring drought of 4 minutes and 23 seconds. Where do they go here offensively to try to give themselves some life, give themselves some energy? You just need to see one go through the hoop.
It's a 7-0 run for Chicago State to take their first lead of the second half. Still a lot of ball game left, but worth noting the last time Chicago State beat a Power 4, December 14th, 2023. They took down another Big Ten school in Northwestern. Previously, they had been 0-64 against the Big Ten. Tyson's three misses right.
Wide open look there for Cade Tyson. Just didn't seem like he shot it with a whole lot of confidence as he missed it wide right.
Nothing doing for the Gophers. Need to start stringing together some stops. Tankersley. Loose ball to the corner. Kept alive. Long pass. Willis pulls it down. Gets it up for Tyson. Stuffed by Byard and a foul. Chaotic play for Minnesota, and it results in Tyson.
Yeah, check out the balance here from Chauncey Willis Jr. as he looks like Byron Buxton trying to draw a double play there as he finds Cade Tyson in transition and gets clobbered. He'll go to the line.
How about Tyson, though? I mean, reaching back across the body to make that snag with the right hand. Yeah, that was a little Buxton-esque there from Willis. Good body control. And Tyson's first free throw rims out. Minnesota 14 of 45 from the field tonight. It has not been a good shooting night for the Golden Gophers.
Yeah, that's right. Free throws have been better tonight than they were the other night against Green Bay, but still need to find ways to convert them down the stretch.
5 of 25 from downtown. Chicago State just 3 of 9. Tyson's 14, tied for a game high with Tankersley. Give him 15. And we are knotted back up at 45. Well, this is a closer game than I think anybody bargained for coming in. Chicago State, the 5th worst team in the nation. According to Ken Pom, Minnesota ranked around 80. Bush, what a shot.
He just looks so comfortable going to his left or his right hand as he elevates for a big 2.
Braylon Bush in double figures with 10. Crocker Johnson will try a 3. Too strong. Pulled down by Gibson. Chicago State leads it by 2. Bucket here would give them their first multi-possession lead of the evening.
Yeah, that miss there from Jalen Crocker Johnson extends the field goal drought to nearly 6 minutes.
Unbelievable stuff. This is a Gopher offense. When they're going, they're going. And when they're not, it is dry. As Cox misses a 3, Vaihola is down, holding his right knee in some pain, and that is not what you want to see for Minnesota.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Who do you call? Number 10, Cade Tyson, knocks down the corner triple. That extends his points to 20 on the night.
The Gopher lead is 9. A lot of things going to have to go right for Chicago State between now and when the final horn sounds. Larvidan drops it off down low. In and out, Tyson with the board. Minnesota will milk this clock. Will take them under a minute. Asama nearly stolen away, but Larvidan whistled for the contact. That's the 10th team foul, and Asama will shoot 2 with a chance to put this game on ice.
Yeah, good stuff here from Isaac Asama. 2 of 2 here at the line tonight. Opportunity to make this an 11-point ball game.
Things got tight in the middle minutes of this second half. Chicago State led for a good chunk as Asama's first free throw rattles home. 13 points for Asama to go with a trio of assists and rebounds. Just a steady game, as we've seen so often from the sophomore out of Cherry.
Yeah, when he plays within the parameters of his game, he's elite. Gets in the lane, plays off 2 feet, knocks down open shots, and then converts here at the charity stripe to make it an 11-point game with 1:11 to go.
Gibson for Bush. Tankersley. Gotta think they're gonna have to go for 3 here. Ray steps into one too strong. Poked away from Crocker Johnson, who took a big blow there. And a well-earned trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, that one's gonna hurt Gibson more than it hurts Jalen Crocker Johnson in his 240-point frame, but got him up top in the head a little bit, but no ill intention, just 2 guys going for a loose ball, and Jalen Crocker Johnson draws the foul, and he'll have the opportunity to go to the stripe.
All in all, a good night from the line for Minnesota. 18 of 23 for a 78% clip. Exercising those demons. Coach Medved said he felt like he was in the Twilight Zone on Saturday night every time they were at the line. And here is JCJ, leaving it short. Knock on wood.
Yeah, there's the announcer's jinx. Knew we were going to get one. Got tweeted about it last game, and I said they went 20 for 39. I don't know if there's much of an announcer's jinx in this game.
Not a strong correlation there. We would not accept that as statistically significant, as the second free throw is good. Gophers by a dozen, and it'll take an act of God to prevent them from moving to 4-1.
Gophers back in their 2-3 zone, something they found a lot of success in here in the second half.
Pass down low. Tankersley turns, fires, and is fouled.
Yeah, that's the cut right there in the 2-3 zone that can often be open, especially when such a large deficit. You think they're going to be shooting threes, cut behind the defense. Never want to allow points without the clock running in these given situations, but Tankersley back at the line where he's 2 of 4 tonight.
First free throw good. Trio of substitutions for Chicago State. If the score holds, they'll fall to 0-5 last season, 4-28, including 0-16 in non-conference play. But a lot of positives to take away, I think, for first-year coach Landon Bussey.
Yeah, I think so too. In Northeast Conference, Chicago State picked 6th. An opportunity with some pretty good teams in that league, in Mercyhurst, Stonehill, and LIU. But it'll be a fun conference schedule for those guys, and first-year head coach Landon Bussey.
Still kind of shuffling his rotations as well. A lot of irregularities early. Crocker Johnson for Reynolds, into the corner for Asama. Gophers playing keep away. Pass down low for Tyson, who is fouled. And he'll earn a trip back to the free throw line, looking to pad his scoring already with 20.
Yeah, pretty good passing there from Minnesota. Keeping the ball hot, a little game of hot potato. Cade Tyson drives baseline and gets slapped down there on the arm. And like you mentioned, he's 5 of 6 tonight. Looking to go add 2 more to his point total, as he does 1 right there, up to 21 points on the night.
Minnesota will move to 4-1 before a Saturday tilt with San Francisco at a neutral site at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Should be a good one.
Yeah, it will. That's a really good team, similar in the KenPom ratings, Minnesota and San Fran, and a team that I got to play, man, I'm dating myself, but I think 2 years ago here, and they beat up on us pretty good. Really tough team with a really good coach. Looking forward to checking out how the Gophers look in that one on Saturday.
Shot clock is turned off. Coach Medved will move to 2-0 all time against Chicago State. Bush tries a deep 3. Out of bounds, last touch by Chicago State. And that's going to do it. Gopher fans rising to their feet. It didn't come easy, as it rarely does in the world of college basketball. But Minnesota weathers the storm, and they come out on top with a 66-54 win over Chicago State here at Williams Arena.